Hey, what's up, everybody out there? It's Chris, your favorite coach, your favorite host. I know what you're thinking. I might not be your favorite, or how do I know that I'm your favorite? But what I'm thinking is you probably don't have a favorite, so why not let it be me? I'm here again with Conversations with Chris. There's no rhyme or reason to how I do these things, but I just meet interesting people that have got things to say and things to share, and I just talk to them and get to know them better here for all of you to hear. And we've got this TEDx Lake Worth Beach coming up this Sunday. And I wanted to bring you some of the incredible voices who are helping shape this event. And today we've got Judith Rae. She's a photographer, an artist, a storyteller, and someone who's turned a pretty extraordinary life journey into a message that's going to move people on the stage this Sunday. So Judith, welcome. I'm really excited for people to hear your story. So thanks for joining us. Yay!
Woo! Thank you, Chris, for having me. I'm really excited.
You've been
I'm thankful to be here.
I know you're like, tomorrow, next week, the other day. I know, right? So, listen, I mean, I got to get to know you over the past couple of months or so here. But for people meeting you for the first time, what's a piece of your story that really shaped who you are today?
Oh my. Okay. Well, I mean, the first piece to know about me is that I was a young mom, right? That shaped so much of who I am and my journey and my perseverance and just how I show up with love and peace and kindness and empathy. And I guess other parts of my story have helped shape that for me as well. And yeah, I was became a mom at 13.
I mean, that's a life-changing moment for anyone. So how'd that shape the way you see the world now?
Becoming such a young mom, I at 13, what do you know at 13, right? And
Well, that'll get you moving, won't it?
Yeah.
But I know at 13, of course, I was 13. I thought I knew everything.
Yeah, you think you know everything. And I think there's a lot about teen pregnancy that people don't recognize or don't understand. And it can be a heavy topic sometimes because it's not like, a lot of people say 13. I mean, I was playing with Barbies. Yeah. It wasn't like I decided, I went from Barbies that I was just going to start having sex.
Well, I guess Barbies, they are suggestive.
Yeah, but and the interesting thing is, then we use sex to sell, and then we get upset when children become pregnant. But that's actually not even it. The it part for me was childhood trauma. And I've met many young mamas who have experienced the same. So not to, bring that heaviness, but that's the truth, right? Yeah. So I don't want to negate the truth. But from that came the most beautiful journey. And I am so incredibly fortunate to be my daughter's mom. And she has really pushed me above and beyond my comfort zone in the most beautiful way, helping me stand up for myself and stand up for her. And yeah, it's just been incredible. And I'm really grateful. And the other day I was speaking to the mayor of where I live, and he's an old guy, and he looked at me and he said, I've never met someone like you. And I said, okay, tell me more. And he said, someone who has had a child young, raised them, and then is still friends with them. And Chris, that made me cry so hard. I cried so much. And I just thought that's like the simplest thing of my journey. Like, of course, I'm going to still be friends with her. I love her so much. She's the light of my world. Yeah.
That's an interesting thing. I mean, you've had quite the journey. And I mean, somewhere along the way, you didn't just survive that story, you turned it into creativity and impact. I mean, from what we see. So how did photography and art become part of all that? I mean, were you already doing it at that time?
Great question. So I actually, so for me to share my story and see the good parts of it and share it in a loud way, right? On stages and with many people, that's taken time. that didn't start from the beginning. I was actually really shy. So I was very shy. I almost never spoke, in public. And I just felt definitely the weight of shame and so much other stuff, right? So it took a lot to break through that. But once I broke through that, and in college, I found photography. And
Okay.
that's the most incredible thing and that's why I always say it's really nice to, go to college or continue your education, because if I had not done that, and I stopped many times, I've gone to many colleges and I've given up many times, but I just kept going and I found photography. And if I hadn't, I know, who knows if would have found photography.
Yep. And so there you are in college. You found photography. And by the way, everybody, I just put Judith's website there in the comments, wherever
Thanks
you're
for
watching.
doing
In the
that.
first comment, of course. So
Yeah.
you've found photography and art. You've ventured into this visual storytelling. I
Mhm.
mean, what makes you so passionate about photography and art? Makes you special in that world?
Well, okay, so my first photography class, it was the first class that I ever sat there and just was totally fully engaged, I don't always pay attention. I have ADD, and I, that was a big key for me. And to see that I could share stories that mattered really fully engaged my heart and soul. And so that is what makes me passionate about photography. It was almost it was this moment of just recognizing that wow, people do this, like people capture special moments and they capture light and they tell stories. And that is what I most love about photography, is the ability to share people's stories, to help them feel heard and seen,
Hmm.
and to help them, feel celebrated. And that's really special to me. All of those, yeah, those moments are really incredibly special.
Yeah, there's capturing these moments, kind of encapsulating a moment in time and these things. And I would venture to say that you're probably more of a fan of the photojournalistic style of photography and capturing
Yeah.
natural moments rather than kind of like these posed staged photographs.
Yeah. And, telling love stories globally has
Yeah.
helped me really find space for both, right? And find love for both.
Yeah.
The candid, which I love, right?
Mhm.
And then the not so candid.
Yeah, there's people putting some pretty amazing. Something about post photography and all that. There's some people putting pretty amazing artistic photography work out there from these incredibly opulent staged things. Using people and other things, and it's pretty
Mhm.
incredible. Yeah. So without giving the whole talk away, what's
Yeah.
the core idea you're going to be sharing with us on the TEDx stage this Sunday?
Well, interestingly enough, it is not centered around my journey as a young mom. I've shared that a lot, but this is
Mhm.
actually a story that I have not shared with most people,
Mhm.
and which makes it kind of funny, because how would I not share it with most people, but then I'm ready to share it on stages, right? And but it's an important story, and mainly the big takeaway is how playing in nature saved my life. And
Okay.
then yeah, and I share a tidbit of what I had been going through at that time.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Was there and what's kind of the with this idea of play, and what's the
Mhm.
belief shift that you had around that?
Oh my gosh, coming from, what a great question, Chris. Coming from this place of having to grow up really fast. So
Sure.
it's not like my parents were like, okay, you had a baby, let's raise her for you. My mom and dad divorced when I was 2. And, my mom and I were living in Brazil at the time. And I moved back to the States to come live with my dad, and for the very first time. And so that throughout my life, in Portuguese, in Brazil, we have this saying, and it goes, "Quem pariu, Mateus que balance." And my translation of that is, who gave birth is the one to raise, right? It's not a direct translation, but that's the meaning of it. And so that was always the through line in my life. Like, this is your child, you raise her. We will be around and do what we can. It doesn't mean that I didn't have a community around me. I'm so grateful for each and every person that helped me. But that mindset was like, I had to grow up as fast as possible and find ways to bring in income. By the time I was 19, 20 years old, I was out on my own.
Sure.
And so I did not really make a lot of time for play.
You weren't on your own. You were on your own with a child.
On my own with a child. Yeah. But I was the head of the household.
Of course you were. That was it. I know that makes me even, because look, for I was on my own pretty much from 16. I was like, kind of, hey, I'm out of here. But and that was, and I had no children. It was, so I can only imagine. My sister had a baby when she was 15.
Wow,
she was,
Chris.
Yeah, that's, we've got, and then my dad had a baby at 60. So I've got a 28-year-old niece that's getting married. I got a 28-year-old niece that's getting married this year, and an 11-year-old brother.
Yeah, that's so beautiful. That's life, man. That's life, right?
It's the real modern family, as I like to say. But so this idea of play, and it's interesting that because you were forced to grow up quick. And I remember, like, when I was a kid, I was like real serious, and I felt like I was like the man of the household and stuff. And my mom's counselor, my mom's therapist, her social worker, when she was a kid, when I was a kid, like, told her, hey, he's very serious. She's like, he's going to act like a teenager when he's an adult. And here we are. So, I was such a serious kid and everything. Then I became like a teenager. So, man, I totally get that, having to grow up quick and everything like that. It's
it's a thing,
and it's okay. Right? And it's okay. So who do you feel really needs to hear this on Sunday?
Who really needs to hear this? Adults who have gone through challenges and are looking for ways to move through them. Yeah. And anyone looking for a path forward.
What will they see different? Like, after they hear you, you're going to be up there 10 to 15 minutes, whatever. So who are they? How are they going to be different? What are they going to see differently at the end when you get off that stage, from when you start to when you finish? What's your intention for them? What are they going to see differently?
My intention for them would be this delicious, moving aha moment, and that they make more time for themselves to play in nature, and that I am able to convince us all to, sometimes I need to be reminded too. It's not like I'm a business owner. I am a creative, and I am a mom and a wife, and I sometimes need to be reminded of the importance of play as well, Yeah.
And then, our theme is unscripted, and it's like kind of like those magic moments in life that we didn't plan for. And it's funny because when I in curating this event and talking to all the speakers, people will hear unscripted. Some people will think in terms of all these challenges I had in my life that I didn't plan for, that shaped me. But then there's on the other side of it, actually, what I developed it is like, think about all the most magic, most delicious, most memorable moments in your life that were not on the calendar. And so I think there's a lot of this.
So true.
Making time for yourself, and like creating a little white space. And that's, when I'm going to be, it's really cool because there's, with all you guys, everyone's bringing some pretty cool perspectives. And I think people are going to leave feeling good and empowered, and like they're not alone. And also a little permission. Like, I think, like, this idea that you have as play, sometimes as adults, well, I mean, do you know how many? Would you be surprised if I told you people occasionally tell me that I got to be a little bit more serious, or that I play too much?
No, I wouldn't.
Yeah,
I wouldn't.
well, I'm like, really, have we met? Hi, I'm Chris. So that's an interesting thing, but I love that. But I mean, your life has had some pretty unscripted moments. So
Definitely.
when you think of what have those moments taught you about life in general?
I mean, so many juicy things, right? Number one, like relax, shake it out, and just have fun. And, really find all the ways that you need to support yourself through the journey. Speaking on stage for me feels a little bit like inching my way to, let's say, a big wedding that I'm about to photograph, and, preparing for that. And
Sure.
mainly I'm preparing for, helping my nervous system, lowering cortisol, the stress hormone, and increasing endorphins that will help me feel rested, relaxed, and calm so that I can make fast decisions, if needed, and that I can be present, fully present. That's really important to me. And so I think what life has taught me is just to be fully present with people you love and enjoy the journey, and just do your absolute best to, show up as your best self for yourself and for the world. I think those are some like really special golden nuggets. And as we prepare, I mean, you saw before we got on the call, I want to give you like a million things to make you feel your best,
Yeah, Judith was like, are you sick? Would you like some suggestions? And she's telling me the soup and the herbs and and all the stuff, man. And I do appreciate that. I mean, you're definitely, I mean, listen, you're a mother at 13 there. You can't help but be maternal, right?
Absolutely. And it's not just that, Chris. I think it's also just being a fellow human, right? And loving the fact that we get to do this. And I'm so grateful for you for setting this up. I mean, it's just such a huge feat, right? Or just like such a huge undertaking to organize a TEDx. And
sometimes I do these things and I don't think about what it's going to be, because I get involved with these because I'll get slow. I mean, I think I told you, and as a speaker, sometimes you're busy, you're on the road. Then all of a sudden you have like a month and a half with nothing going. And you're like, oh, the heck. I literally was.
I should organize a TEDx.
I was sitting at a bar. I was sitting at Bonefish up the street from my house, talking to my favorite bartender, Chewy, with my laptop out there. And I was like, I wonder what's going on in the TED world. I was watching some talks and I said, let me look into it. Oh, here's the application. Well, I literally filled it out while I was sitting there having a beer and a sandwich, and a few back and forths. And then here we are, approved for this license for a year. Oh, a year was plenty. I moved the event from October. I ended up getting real busy. I moved it from October to March. This is in July. I think I got approved for the license. And here we are. It rolled around. And I mean, I'm no stranger to events and everything, and everyone's been helpful. And I've got luckily I've got Aaron helping me organize all this stuff in the back end, because I don't know if you could tell by the everything about me, but details and logistics is not my thing.
Right.
But it's been so rewarding being able to play full contact and meeting all these speakers and hearing their messages and helping them refine their talks. And and I just love this TEDx community, TED community. There's you don't have all those egos. You don't have all this like, because in the speaker world out there, I mean, I share stages with a lot of people that are terrible human beings. I'm not going to mention any names, but they've got fragile egos. They're all jealous of each other. And I mean, these are basically salespeople trying to prove to themselves that they're great, and it's just a weird thing, but I don't see that in the TED world, luckily, which has been refreshing. Everyone is so helpful.
Oh, that's sweet.
We've got Cece come from TEDx Miramar. She's gonna be joining us on Sunday. We've got Commissioner Mimi May from Lake Worth. She's going to be popping in. We've got TEDx Boca's plugged in. Cindy's letting us use her round rug, and
amazing.
And Cindy and Eric, and thank you to them. Yeah, and there's just it's overwhelming from people. There's a gentleman in Australia helping us curate the speakers and rate and stuff. So it's been cool. We've got Charlotte Erico. How amazing is that kid?
So grateful for her. She
I-
has been tremendous. Yeah.
Was it Desiree? Was like, I was on the phone with Desiree, and I'm like, she's like, oh yeah, Charlotte's been so helpful, Charlie. And I'm like, oh yeah, I'm like, isn't she incredible, man, for a 16-year-old? She's like, wait a second. I'm like, she's
16.
11th.
Yeah.
She's in 11th grade. She's like, wow, she's so incredible. So we've got
She
Charlotte.
is so incredible.
Hey, Charlotte, if you want, we're happy to sign for those volunteer hours. Just keep bringing them. So that's
Yeah.
gonna be a fun thing. Judith, I like to do this thing called a lightning round.
Yeah.
Okay, I know. This is
Let
an
me sit up.
exercise, and you making quick decisions. So here's how it's going to go. The first thing that comes to your mind, I'm just going to throw some things out there.
Yeah.
Fast, playful, instinctive, right?
Okay.
So
Here we
coffee or
go.
tea?
Tea for sure.
Sunrise or sunset?
Sunrise. Just because it's right here we're on the East Coast. Mm-hmm.
One word that describes you today.
One word. Aligned.
Oh, I like it. So what's something people misunderstand about you?
That's a challenging one. What is one thing people don't misunderstand about me? I'm not your mama.
If your life were a movie, I know I'm not your mama. That's right. Hey, I'm not your mama. If you're everybody's mom. If your life were a movie, what genre would it be?
If my life were a movie, what genre would it be? Can it be a cartoon?
Cartoon, an animated movie.
Animated, yeah. Stop animation.
So
slowly unfolding, but so beautiful to watch.
Yeah, I know, right? What's one piece of advice you would give? You wish you heard at 13?
Oh my gosh! In one word, or can it be a sentence?
Sure, give me a sentence. It's fine.
Okay. One piece of advice that I wish I had known at 13 was be fully present and enjoy the ride.
Yeah. I wish somebody would have told me that, hey, you're never going to grow up, by the way. This is it. You're stuck like this. So yeah. And just one more thing here. What one thing do you want people to remember from your TEDx talk?
Life is possible.
Life is possible. That's awesome. And Judith, is there anything I'm not asking you today that you want to share with anybody that might be listening?
Oh yeah. Number one, I want to share this really special series that I started called Women Who Surf, and that's on YouTube. If you just look up Judith Rae, Women Who Surf, and we started in Jamaica. I started in Jamaica, and then I brought it to Brazil, and then we're about to drop Barbados, which I'm really excited about. And awesome. Let's see. Yeah, that and the fact that I absolutely love storytelling and being able to create beautiful imagery for people. And my final thing is, I just want to say one more time, thank you to you, Chris, because you have been extraordinary to work with. I mean, the fact that you're telling me that you're not good in details, I would never know that, because you've been so incredibly helpful and on it, and really so great at communicating and just helping. Not all of us have ever spoken at, this is my first TEDx, and I just feel really supported and I feel really thankful.
Oh, good. Well, welcome. I'm glad you're having a good experience. And I was able to find real quick. I did put it here. Your link, your YouTube.
Oh, sweet. Oh, thanks so much.
Yeah. So I found your Women Who Surf. That's great. It's right there in the comments. There you go. So, but thanks for popping on today. I know it's a little bit, and you experienced the same thing everybody has to be on this thing. Hey, what are you going to ask me? What kind of questions to ask? And I say, hey, baby, it's unscripted. So, lightning round complete. Everyone's going to have to come here. The full story from Judith this Sunday. Hopefully you got a ticket. I believe we're sold out. but
Are we sold out now?
I think so. And
Mhm.
I think so. And then we're down a volunteer or two. So,
Mhm.
but listen, if come down to the Stanzik Theater over by the Lake Worth Beach Playhouse, and we'll make space for you. So
It's
uh,
going to be so much fun. I know it.
yep, it's gonna be a lot of fun. But thank you. Let me ask you this one last thing, and then we're gonna close.
Yeah,
This.
yeah.
If your TEDx talk had a soundtrack,
Yeah.
what song would be playing?
Oh, I mean, the first song that comes to mind, of course, is Alicia Keys. I actually went to school with her, and it's "This Girl Is on
Oh,
Fire."
I love it. I love it. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, I was like, I'm a music guy, so I like to listen to that. But
Oh,
thanks for
yeah.
popping on to this
Will we
today.
have that? A
Um,
soundtrack to each person coming out?
you know,
That'd be
um,
awesome.
so we do have a tech guy there, but and
Yeah.
we're gonna have some music. I just don't know. I don't know the skill level for transitioning songs and having all that stuff.
Yeah.
I'll see when we get there what we're able to have our hands on and whatnot, but we'll be ready
Cool.
for anything. But it'll be
Well,
good.
I'll be there all day. So if you need an extra volunteer once I'm done talking, I can help.
Cool. Yeah, you're going on in
Yeah.
the morning?
Yeah, I go on in the morning. What am I? Third, I think. I think I'm third.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So do you want to go first?
Up first.
I'm teasing.
Do it. Yeah.
We
I mean,
lost.
if you need me to, I'll do it.
Yeah,
But
we lost a vet, but we lost a vet. She was first, so
I
everybody's just gonna get
know,
bumped in the
sweet
line.
Yvette. Yeah.
It's fine. But
I think I was fourth and now I'm third. But if you need me to go first, I'm down.
no, it's okay. We'll sort it out when we
Yeah.
get there. I just the most important thing is who's going in the morning, who's going in the afternoon, and we'll things might need to move around as we need be. But it'll be a lot of fun. Then we're gonna have lunch and we're gonna hang out afterwards. And will we see you Saturday night? Saturday evening?
Saturday, that's tough because it's all the way in Lake Worth and I'm not that's like half an hour away from me.
I thought you were in West Palm Beach.
Yeah, I am, but that's like half an hour away,
Still?
from where I live. Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, so we'll see you Sunday then. And thanks
I
for
wish
popping
we were
on today.
doing that on Friday.
Friday. I'm DJing a birthday party on Friday.
Oh, okay. That sounds like fun.
And then we did it on Saturday because some speakers are flying in. We have we have Wes coming in from Chicago. We've got Antoinette coming in from Austin, Texas.
Amazing.
So yeah, and they're going to be joining us on Saturday. And I think they arrive on Saturday. So it's
so cool.
It's going to be good. So we're going to have we'll have a nice little group. Everyone will get to meet, and then we'll see you on Sunday if anything. But if anybody wants to reach out to Judith, she's pretty easy. She's accessible. I mean, you're on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. I put a couple of links there as well as your website. And we'll see everybody out there in the virtual world. Hope to see you Sunday. Bye, everybody. Thank you, Judith.
Bye. Thank you, Chris.